Hi, welcome to Journalism 101. This is a week in review, and I'm Brooke No. Workers at Fukushima, a nuclear plant, are rushing to try and find a fix for a highly dangerous radioactive water leak. Workers have tried sawdust, shredded newspaper, and even diaper chemicals to plug this leak. So far, all attempts have been unsuccessful to actually plug the leak, though. They're now trying to inject a polymeric water that can soak up to 50 times its volume. So far, the water flow has been unaffected. The plant operator will continue to examine these effects until at least Monday. On Saturday, they found an 8-inch crack in the maintenance pit and believe it is what has been releasing the high levels of radioactive iodine, which have been found in the ocean for a little over a week. The leak has been going on since March 11th, which is when the tsunami came and caused serious damage to Japan's northeast coast, killing as many as 25,000 people. It could be months before the problem's fixed. I truly hope that is sooner rather than later. It is a very devastating situation over there. Speaking of devastating, 2 basketball teams ended their season this weekend. After the Final Four. The VCU Underdogs and the Butler Underdogs, with a combined seed of 19, played on Saturday. Butler Bulldogs claimed the victory of 70-62. This makes a back-to-back championship showing for the Butler Bulldogs. Next was the highly anticipated University of Kentucky versus University of Connecticut game. UConn beat the Cats by an astonishing 17 points earlier in the year. Kentucky, not being beat by any team twice, was determined to not be beat twice by the Huskies, but with a 33% shooting average, in the end they fell to the Huskies by 1. The score was 56-55. The Bulldogs will take on the Huskies for the championship Monday, April 4th at 8 on CBS. Friday, April 1st, marked a 2-year low for the unemployment rate. In February, the unemployment rate was 8.9%, and it has dropped to 8.8%, which is the highest percentage drop for a 4-month increment since 1983. Last month, 216,000 jobs were added. Factories, retailers, education, healthcare, professional, and government jobs have all been added. Also, for the first time since 2006, which was a year before the recession began, 20,000 jobs were added from private employers. The unemployment rate going down, it's great, but there's still plenty of work to be done. And somebody who wants to do that work is Donald Trump. He has launched an unofficial campaign this week seeking to be considered for a presidential run in the 2012 election. He has made his rounds this week, appearing on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, and several political blogs, stating that he's very serious about this run. He says, "My company is extraordinary, but the country is not extraordinary. It's doing very poorly." His television show, The Apprentice, will air the 7th season finale on May 22nd, and a formal announcement is not expected until after that. Tonight was a huge night for the country music industry. It was the 43rd annual Country Music Award, Academy of Country Music Awards, and they were hosted by Reba McEntire for the 13th year, but also co-hosted by Blake Shelton this year. They were each nominated for an award and did not win, but they each performed. Also, Dierks Bentley premiered a new song, and for the first time solo without his partner, Kix Brooks, Ronnie Dunn performed. Marty McBride debuted a new song about her teenage daughters. Carrie Underwood performed with Steven Tyler, and so did all the Entertainer of the Year nominees, Miranda Lambert, who also won 3 awards, Jason Aldean, Toby Keith, Zac Brown Band. The Male Vocalist of the Year, Brad Paisley, was joined by Alabama, who has been retired for several years now, but Brad Paisley's new song's about them, so they're also featured on the track. And Lady Antebellum did not perform, but they won Vocal Group of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year, which is the big award of the night, was won by Taylor Swift, her first time winning, and she also performed her new song, Mean. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you for joining me. I'm Brooke No, and this has been A Week in Review.